right, let's bring in Luciano Zaccara now. He's Associate Professor of Gulf Politics at Qatar University. Thanks very much for joining us on set. Let's start on the actual picture inside Gaza. We've had these terrible anecdotal reports of children going hungry, asking their parents for food that just isn't there. Now we have this report from the World Food Programme warning that more people could die from the after effects of this war than are being killed in the Israeli strikes. It's a very serious situation we're looking at, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a situation that they cannot be hidden anymore. I mean, they cannot be denied, even though numbers have been always controversial, and some people in the United States, Israel, were not believing on those data because supposedly it's coming from Hamas. Nobody can deny that the picture is already catastrophic, that the famine, people starving is there, that the hospitals are not working anymore, that there is no way even to gather data about how many people died actually, and how many children died, and how is the situation with the restricted aid coming to Gaza. Nothing can be hidden anymore, and therefore this report is supporting now the evolution of some decisions that they are taking at the international level.
Well, yeah, and at that level, at the UN Security Council, we've seen a whole week of desperate negotiations trying to get the US finally to support a Security Council resolution, but it seems that the language has changed so much that it's alienated, as Gabriel was reporting, other members of the Security Council. Apparently that the key issue is who has final say over exactly what goes in to Gaza. Initially, under the wording, it was going to be UN agencies. The US was concerned that that would take too much control away from Israel, which says it wants to make sure that nothing that goes in directly aids Hamas. Is this version, do you think, going to get through? And if it does, what kind of impact can it bring to bear on the ground?
Well, I mean, one thing is to have to bear in mind is, at least for the first time, the United States is able to sign something, which is a drastic change compared with the previous situation in the last 2 months, that they have been denying systematically anything, even though a couple of weeks ago, Guterres called for this Article 99. So there is a slight change in U.S. perception and U.S. actions that is also helping Israel to change a little bit the tone, because Israel realized that now they cannot count 100% on the U.S. support in anything they do, in everything they do, so they need to change something. That's why we also can see that Israel is also now renegotiating or restarting negotiations to at least to liberate the other 35 hostages. The situation is changing slightly because the public opinion worldwide is changing against Israel. It's increasingly pushing Biden to change its action. Even the media, mainstream media in the US, is reporting in a different way the conflict, trusting much more on the data that's coming from inside Gaza. So the picture changed a little bit, that is forcing Biden to change his position. Of course, the resolution is not the same that what it was supposed to be 1 month ago, but at least it's changing something that is setting a precedent inside the Security Council, that the United States, for the first time, is supporting a resolution that is addressing or asking something specifically to Israel. Whether Israel will abide for that is another issue, but at least there is a legal precedent that this is happening for the first time.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the issue of the Israeli position, we heard again from the president, Isaac Herzog, who is from a different part of Israeli politics from the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, much more mainstream. And yet he, talking to a senior French politician, was really laying the blame at the UN's door, saying that these agencies should stop complaining and that they could enter 3 times the amount that they'd been entering into Gaza if they just got on with it. They're saying, well, hang on a minute, there is so much bombing coming from the air that it's not safe. I mean, what do you make of the Israeli and UN positions actually there on the southern border? Well,
actually, this is a battle of narratives and the battle of words. Who is blaming, I mean, the game of blame, who is blaming why this is not happening. Israel keeps repeating that they are concerned about killing civilians, and they are concerned about allowing aid to enter into Gaza. I mean, the international agencies and other governments are blaming Israel for controlling the gate. The truth is that actually Israel is controlling the gate. There is no other way to enter Gaza without the control of Israel. Whether this United Nations resolution, Security Council resolution, will take that control from Israel, I don't think so. I mean, Israel will never allow that to happen. Neither United States will allow this to happen. But I think that there should be more diplomatic efforts conducted by both UN and Israel to guarantee that the aid is entering Gaza is not helping or it's not harming Israel in a way that Israel would withdraw from this support of this resolution. Otherwise, we will come back to zero again.
Indeed. All right. Thank you very much, Luciano Zaccara. Appreciate it.